Shalom. It's that time again, Israel. It's the Lord's 54th annual Passover in North Carolina.
Y'all know what we do. Y'all know what we came to do. Huh?
The I.S.U.P.K. under Commander General Yohanna will be hosting the Lord's 54th annual Passover in Raleigh, North Carolina at the Downtown Convention Center. This is something that you do not want to miss. Make sure that y'all bring the entire family.
Wait till I get with you. If I gotta go to ground, I'ma shut the town down. I ain't about to stop until I hear sand down. All you gonna see is a lot of man down.
The Downtown Raleigh Convention Center. For Blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians. Go to ISUPK.com to purchase your tickets today. $200 per every adult over the age of 17 years old.
We are not the same. No, we not related. I'm not stuck on living. Death is a vacation. My camp undefeated. You cannot debate it. You just want the clout.
The Lord's 54th annual Passover, April the 1st, is coming down to Raleigh, North Carolina. That's right. Commander General Yohanna has done it again. You don't want to miss this. Pull yourself! Pull yourself!
We teach that Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians are the 12 lost tribes according to the Bible. We aren't affiliated with any other Israelite group, Muslim mosque, or Christian organization. We hold the truth. Today, my topic goes specifically for my Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian sisters. The topic is, in this society, people can't take accountability when it comes men versus women. And I'm just starting as far as the women right now to let y'all know the statistics to what y'all think y'all doing and how y'all think y'all living does not add up to what y'all what the paperwork sees. In the paperwork, it shows that the Black and brown woman is living in more poverty than any man. They're living under poverty, whether they're married or whether they got kids or whether they're separated. They live in more poverty, and the statistics prove it. We're gonna bring it up. Go ahead.
This is the AmericanProgress.org article. The basic facts about women in poverty. Women, especially women of color.
Especially women of color. Black and brown.
What? In the United States are more likely to live in poverty than men. And they need robust, targeted solutions to ensure their long-term economic security.
Meaning the Black and brown community, women, y'all need food stamps. Y'all need Section 8. Y'all need things of that nature to make sure y'all can live an accessible life. You say you don't need a man, but it's clearly telling you you need to lean on a man for some financial stability. Maybe you don't want that man in the household, but you will go to a man when it comes to how you going to get paid monthly, how you going to get your car fixed, who's going to protect you. So you can say you don't need a man all you want. The statistics show you one route that you are going to need people. And again, Section 8, Planned Parenthood, food stamps, and continuing. Go ahead.
In the United States, more women than men live in poverty.
More women than men. Black women and Hispanic women, the same time we was in the cotton field, you was in the cotton field right beside me, arm in arm. We work together. The woman that you want to be like is the one that's battling her husband. The Caucasian woman is battling the Caucasian man for equal rights. The equal rights that you got as a Black and brown woman, like I do, is to take your behind to work. Make sure you pay your bills. Make sure you're doing everything Uncle Sam say. Looking for handouts. But again, you don't need a man. But you live in more poverty than the black and brown men. The black and brown men. The same low down, ain't worth a damn black and brown men, you live worse than us, man. But again, society got this whole portrait, and they painted this whole illustration to where you can live your best life. You can do whatever you want. You can live free while you're living in hell. That's what you are. You got multiple kids, sis, and living in hell trying to figure out how you gonna make ends meet. Come on. And not even relying on the government. Some of y'all sisters know what y'all really doing to get paid.
That's right.
Come on. You know when Tank Top Tony come around, your rent gonna get paid. Ricky come through, your rent gonna get paid. Come on.
Go ahead. According to U.S. Census Bureau data, of the 38.1 million people living in poverty in 2018.
38 point what?
38.1 million people living in poverty in 2018. 56% or 21.4 million were women. The coronavirus pandemic has put individuals and families at an increased risk of falling into poverty in the United States as they face greater economic insecurity due in large part to unprecedented unemployment.
So you got 56% of the population, which is women, living under poverty. But meanwhile, when you look in the black and Hispanic community, we got so many demons and so many people we gotta battle. We got so many things we gotta do as far as child support, and brothers gotta pay off old court fees, and brothers gotta try to get their record expunged and everything XYZ. And you mean to still tell me you live worse than the black man, worse than the brown man? Come on. And again, some of these other statistics go with these other nations, but that's not my problem. That's not my problem. You are my problem, black and brown sister, black, Hispanic, and Native Indian woman. You my problem. I got that much love for you, to where I'm gonna tell you, you have an issue, and we need to go ahead and figure out how we gonna solve it. Don't worry about what Becky doing. Becky do what she do to Kanye. That's what Becky doing. Becky do what she do to Lamar Odom. That's what Becky doing. Right. The same thing to the black man. That's what she doing. But again, you want to be like Becky. You can't. Becky is the greatest whore that lived and ever walked this land.
That's right.
And that's what you want to live like? You would never be Becky. Never.
Go ahead. Due in large part to unprecedented unemployment that has disproportionately affected women, Congress emergency unemployment assistance during the first few months of the pandemic staved off a predicted spike in the poverty rate. Federal economic support must be extended throughout the duration of this fluctuating crisis to present an increase in the number of families.
Come on, brother.
Congress emergency unemployment assistance during the first few months of the pandemic staved off a predicted spike in the poverty rate. Federal economic support must be extended throughout the duration of this fluctuating crisis to prevent an increase in the number of families living in poverty in the long term. Moreover, research has shown that the cost of financial burden of medical expenses in the United States pushes millions of families into poverty. A foreboding fact to consider in the midst of the global health pandemic.
Y'all, give me a minute.
So, black and Hispanic and Native Indian women, you gotta understand, you can't live like these other nations, man. We've been trying to do that for years. We tried selling drugs. We tried prostitution. We done tried so many other things just like these other nations, and guess what happened to us? We get murked like some dogs, man. We don't have anything. We don't have nothing to show, nothing to prove, or nothing. And we doing the same thing they do. Don't you see that we need a change? Don't you see Martin Luther King ain't know a damn thing, man? Nobody understands. All black and Hispanic people think they know so much, but don't know a damn thing, man.
Right.
They don't know how to get out of the poverty that we in. We don't even know how to come together as a people. But again, everybody knows everything. We're going to continue to die not knowing nothing. Go ahead.
Race and ethnicities. Women of nearly all races and ethnicities face higher rates of poverty than their male counterparts. The highest rates of poverty are experienced by American, Indian, or Alaskan Native women.
So the highest rates of poverty is by Indians. Indians and who?
Alaskan Native women, black women, and Latino women.
Bump the rest of them, black and Hispanic women. The poverty rate for y'all is so much more higher when it comes to y'all than a man in America. Than a man in America. You live free and it can't no man tell you nothing, but you live more in hell, more poor than what we gotta go through. Brothers get out the penitentiary and live better than you. The homeless man on the corner still lives better than you, man. The brother laying on his mother's couch that y'all complain about still lives better than you. And I wonder why. You got the car. You got the house. You got the kids. You got custody. What else? You got a good paying job, and you mean to tell me you still can't make nothing of yourself? And again, I'm not out here to bash you. I'm just here to open your eyes and wake you up. Because everything that glitter ain't gold, man.
That's right.
E.S.U.P. tell you what is one thing, but then you get on Google and access your phone, you realize everything ain't gold like you thought it was. It ain't. So we're gonna pull out a Proverbs 14:1, man. Sisters, you gotta come to a conclusion. You don't have the answers. You don't have the answers. Right. And it take a strong man to be in your household to steer that household the right way. It take a strong man to steer the children the right way, to keep you on the straight line. I ain't pointing the finger, but what I will say, it take both of us in the household to come out of this hell we live in, man. Right. The black man is incarcerated by the numbers. Meanwhile, you out here free living in poverty. Submit that man and support that man. Help that man out to become something that you know he could be. Salaki. You know he could be. You got it? Go ahead.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 14, verse 1. Every wise woman buildeth her house.
A wise woman does what?
Buildeth her house.
A wise woman understands when it's time to be submissive to her husband in her house. A wise woman knows the duties as a wife, as a righteous woman to do around her house. A wise woman knows when to shut the hell up, man. A wise woman knows that. Sometimes you might have to go back and forth with your man, but a wise woman understands there is duties as a wife around the house. She knows what it's going to take to build up that house, man. It could be something as small as making sure your husband's clothes is out when he get off of work. Dinner is made. The kids is in bed, man. Going back to school and becoming something. That's what a wise woman will do. She will build up her house. Go ahead.
But the foolish plucketh it down with her hand.
The foolish what?
Plucketh it down with her hand.
A foolish woman is a woman who tell you to get out because you got duties of the Lord that you need to be doing. A foolish woman is a woman who's going to tell you to go stay at your brother's house or throw your stuff out because you got another wife. That's what a foolish woman is, man. She is destruction. And since a lot of y'all out here don't understand, that is you that the Lord is talking about. The Lord is talking about you. You gotta recognize, man, sometimes opening your mouth all the time ain't what need to be done. Sometimes closing your mouth, that man will come back home. That's right. That man will want to be rubbing on your shoulders. That man will want to make love to you if you could just shut up sometimes. That's all you gotta do. Stop gossiping with them sorry behind women that you call your friends. That's what you can do. That a foolish woman's gonna destroy a household, man. Go ahead.
Verse 2. He that walketh in his uprightness feareth the Lord, but he that is perverse in his ways despises him.
See, a lot of brothers supposed to be right behind this banner with us right now. But the reason why a lot of y'all won't come back behind here is because the fact that you want to be unclean on the day of the Lord, and your wife don't want you to come out here. That's how it goes down, man. A man who fears the Lord is going to do what he got to do, regardless what his wife says, man. Regardless. And if she can't understand it, she ain't for you.
Right.
Let her go. Let her suffer by herself because she want to be an ill-mannered, clamorous woman, man. Come back here and get a flyer by one of these righteous brothers, man. You got any more? Start from the top on that.
Verse 2, he that walketh in his uprightness feareth the Lord.
Walk in your uprightness. No, you gonna put that cigarette down because you scared to catch a cancer or dying. You gonna stop sleeping with these prostitutes because you worrying about a venereal disease or whatever the case may be that's flying monkeypox.
Right.
Go ahead.
But he that is perverse in his ways despises him. In the mouth of the foolish is a rod of pride, but the lips of the wise shall perverse them.
All right, drop that. Go to Ecclesiasticus 26:10. A lot of sisters, man, listen. I understand we all think that we free in America. We ain't got yokes of iron around our neck, chains around our ankle. But again, we ain't free around here. We not free. We still gonna be charged, man. We still gotta pay taxes by the buku. You know, we still gotta pay taxes on our own house, on our own car. Come on, man. Something you work 3, 4, 5 years to pay off, 30 years to pay off a house. You gotta pay taxes on all that, land taxes. Come on, man. You got it?
Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, verse 10. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly.
You keep her in straight. If your daughter want to be out here being clamorous, her behind hanging out, you know, just acting all free, man, keep her behind in the house. Straight top fire to her little behind. Straight her out, man. Straight her out. Because that's what it takes. Go ahead.
Lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty.
She abused herself because so much freedom. Look at all these sisters. Look at your Jada Pickens. Look at Kim Kardashian. That's not a sister, but it's an example. Look at Kim Kardashian. Look at Cardi B, man. Look at all these women out here that live in their liberty. They say, I'm so free. What's Erykah Badu, for example? They so free, but look, your freedom lets you show your filthy behind, man. Your freedom is the reason why your child does not have a father in the household. That's what your freedom comes down to. You think you're so free, but at the end of the day, you're living in poverty. You living in poverty. What is you paying for? Come on.
Verse 11. Watch over an impudent eye, and marvel not if she trespass against thee.
Man, sisters, man, I'm just telling y'all out of love, man. It comes to a point to where you got to realize, just as a woman, think about your children, man. You don't have all the answers. Some of the decisions you made, you know you did it wrong, because us brothers think about it from time to time. It ain't nothing wrong with taking the law saying I was wrong, or certain things I need to correct myself on, man. But the issue is you got so much pride, just like America and your oppressor. They tell you, you right, you right, you right. This whole feminist movement, woman empowerment movement. You want to know how you could be empowered? Listen to your damn husband. Let your husband empower you. Let your husband tell you, baby, you doing good. You looking good today. Be home in that dress that I like. Let your husband empower you. Because America empower you, you going to become a filthy slut out here, man.
That's right. 3
or 4 kids, and you still struggling with the next brother that you laying down with, man. Let your husband empower you. That's the only empowerment you deserve. Be modest. Be a seeker. Come on. None of these brothers out here, I don't know how they empower their wife. I don't know nothing special about their wife, and I don't give a damn. Because it ain't my position, man. My wife is mine, his wife is his.
That's right.
Come on. That's how it need to be. And I promise you, sis, it feel a lot better. Because, again, you'll have a man who's willing to die for you. A man's not going to die for a whore. And if he does, he's a weak man. That's right. Go ahead.
1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 6. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth.
A lot of these shorties out here living in pleasure, they Birkin bags and getting paid $1,000, $2,000, you know what I'm saying, on OnlyFans. Them same shorties living in pleasure, man. They living in pleasure. They don't think nothing else in the world matters other than glitz and glamour.
Right.
Who got the best car? Who the best ball player? Who got the most jewelry? What can I get out of him? Them is the same women living in pleasure, man.
And these things get...
Hold on, go back to there.
Verse 6. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth.
She dead while she living, man. That she a walking corpse. Nothing to her matters, man. You can't depend on a woman who thinks bags and money and everything else means anything. You can't even trust putting your rod in your own wife if she is one of these women. Come on. If your wife thinking about only what you got in your pocket, man, you better take some time to observe. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you right now. Take some time to observe your wife. If she think what you make is the most important thing. Not her protection, not her safety, not the well-being of the kid. If she think that money is the only thing important, I advise you to be a wise man and seek counsel. And if you don't want to, so be it. You deserve it.
That's it. Go to Proverbs 31:10.
Since it's ways out here, man, you can be a virtuous woman, a beautiful woman, a modest woman. And I know it might sound kind of hard because a lot of brothers, they always on their knees and begging and saying you right, queen and goddess and diva. No, we don't do that.
That's right.
We're going to straighten our sisters out regardless how you feel about it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to tell the truth regardless how you feel about it. And there's a lot of cats out here that tell you anything just to get some box. I don't want your box. But what I want is to see another successful sister, a modest sister that can pass that same information down to my nieces, to my daughter.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Proverbs 31 verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies.
Who can find a virtuous woman? Who can find a virtuous woman? Her price is far above ruby. Everybody know a ruby is an expensive stone, some type of gem or whatever. Her price is far above that. Her price is far above $1 million. Not selling her body out for $1 million. She far above a man because he got a jet or a yacht. She far above all of that, man. And again, you can't find a lot of women nowadays in America that is a virtuous woman.
Right.
I mean, come on. I wish I knew the statistics on that one.
Right. Go ahead.
The heart of her husband does safely trust in her.
Man, you got a virtuous woman. That woman's husband, he can trust that woman. He ain't even got to think about it. Man, these strong brothers right now at camp, we already know ain't nothing going on at home. Our wives say we ain't got to worry about our wife getting ran through, you know what I'm saying, in pleasure. But again, a lot of y'all brothers out here in the world, y'all know what y'all do? Y'all calling every 5 minutes at work, making sure she ain't running around.
Right.
Y'all, every time lunchtime come, y'all running home, making sure she ain't doing nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Your homeboy looking at her. Come on, man. You want to live like that? Come on, you want your husband to think of you like that? I mean, y'all, people say the I.S.U.P.K, we born. But I tell you one thing, it's fun as hell when I ain't got to think about getting sick when I want to have fun with my wife at my time.
Right.
I ain't got to worry about catching cancer. You know what I'm saying? I can run a mile. That's fun. You got any more on that?
So that he shall have no need of spoil.
No need to spoil. Ain't nobody breaking up into that box that woman holding.
Right.
Ain't nobody piercing her mind. Ain't nobody in her ear but who? The man who need to be there.
Right.
Her father or her husband.
Right.
That's the only man that need to be in your wife's ear. And sis, there's only one man that you need in your ear after you get married, and that's your husband.
That's right.
Anybody else? Come on, man. You open up doors for whoredom.
Right.
You open up doors for the heart, the destruction in the heart, man. And again, the oppressor, they won't let you know that. They'll say, oh, it's all right for me to have a guy friend. No, the hell they ain't not in my house. I'm your friend. I'm your father and I'm your husband, man. I'm your brother. I'm the only thing you need. Anything outside of that, we get counsel from the gym.
Damn right.
I mean, you can tell her how you want. I mean, the oppressor, they're going to tell you whatever these sisters want to hear.
Right.
And meanwhile, you know, the oppressors out here running through our sisters, and our sisters think they doing something. Sis, you got to understand. Them other boys, they ain't got nothing for nothing for you. Nothing for you. Go ahead.
She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life.
Do him good and not evil. That means everything gonna be 10-2. He ain't gotta sleep with his eyes open. He ain't gotta worry about getting set up backdoor by nobody through an ill man or woman, man. This woman is a virtuous woman. Her price is far above rubies.
Go ahead, 1 Peter 3:6.
And sit again, it's not hard. The first step is sometimes you gotta be quiet and just put some clothes on. Then you can start getting more respect and you'll have a different conversation. The men would approach you differently. But if you want to continue dressing like whore, you want to still get high with that same weed dealer, knowing what he wants, expect what you get. Expect everything you get. Come on. And have y'all sisters ever wondered this? A guy will try to get at you so long, and the time that you tell him no, guess what he do? He don't text you back as much. He don't call you no more. You know why? Because you played your cards right. He wanted some box, man. And a lot of y'all women gonna give it up on Valentine's Day. But I'm gonna give you a trick and a tip to it. Them flowers and chocolates, it ain't nothing but a key to get some box. It don't matter. You don't matter on Valentine's Day. They don't care. You don't. Valentine's Day, if you get some cards and flowers, just know they're trying to buy you. You're nothing but a crop, a toy, something to be used and thrown away. Stop following the holidays of the oppressor, man. The oppressor is lying to you. Valentine's Day is a lie and is a disgusting holiday, man. There ain't no love in Valentine's Day. Love in Valentine's Day is saying, no, thank you. I don't want no flowers. I don't want no chocolate. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm all right. I don't want no date. I have a husband. Leave me alone. And for y'all saying, brothers, be a real man and say, you got a husband? Take your behind back home. Go home. I don't want you. Be going. Because it's sad that you got to play on a woman's mind just to get what you want instead of being a stand-up guy as a man and telling her what it is. And since you being simple-minded to think a man can give you anything to get some damn behind, get some behind. That's sad. You're a whore, man. You living in pleasure. You're dead.
Go ahead.
1 Peter chapter 3, verse 6. Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord.
See, that's the thing right there. Sarah already knew. She called her husband Abraham Lord. Y'all got a problem with saying sir, Lord, what else? Y'all say Zaddy, whatever the hell. It's the same thing, man.
Right.
Sarah told Abraham Lord, Zaddy. The same thing. But again, y'all make it seem like we're on the same pedestal. We not on the same pedestal. Because the Lord put us in authority over the wife for a reason, to provide, to protect. You know what I'm saying? To guide, not mistreat. But America will tell you so many things and you thinking that's what it is. No, it's not.
That's right.
Look what happened just 60, 70 years ago. You was getting beat in the same march on Washington right beside me. In the 1800s, you was getting your behind beat in the same cotton fields right beside me. Hispanic women, you was getting your behind beat in the chili and orange field right beside me.
Right.
There ain't nothing different, man.
Right.
Stop selling yourself short for $1 bill.
Right.
$1 bill don't mean nothing. Because when World War III come and all that money diminish, what you got? What you got? And Captain Katazar said it best. Y'all leaning on money right now. What if all the money goes? Then what kind of man are you going to look for? You going to look for a man who going to know how to hunt and kill animals. Make first. Y'all going to look for a man who can defeat you off of anybody trying to capture the village. That's the type of man you're going to look for. Not a man with $1 bill. A lot of them rappers right now could not survive doing 100 push-ups. Right now. Come on. A lot of them ball players right now couldn't even survive to go fishing right now. But that's what y'all want, man. And then y'all look at other men who want to follow the Lord out the Bible and look at them like cowards. Christianity watered down this Bible, man. This Bible belongs to us. Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, the Bible belongs to us. And I'm telling you for a reason. I'm telling you. Y'all, sis, keep being fooled up with these folks now. I'm telling you, the time is coming. World War III is coming. And at the same time you think you're going to do this, when they kicking them doors, if ain't no man at home, what you going to do? What are you going to lay down or you willing to die?
Go ahead.
1 Peter chapter 3, verse 6. Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord.
Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord. There ain't nothing wrong with it. There ain't nothing wrong with calling your husband Lord, sir, daddy, whatever you want to call it. Just don't call him no B word, no punk, no ain't of a man. That ain't what Sarah did.
Go to Genesis 3 and 16.
And I'm also going to show you a lot of women out here say, oh, I don't need a man. I'm good without a man. This and that. No, you're not. Because the Lord didn't make you like that. He made you to want that husband, to desire that husband, that make sure a man is over you. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to go.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception.
So the Lord,
No, go ahead, keep going.
And in sorrow thou shalt bring forth children. And
so the Lord to tell you, it's going to be painful through childbirth. And this is for all women. It's going to be painful through childbirth. That's just how the Lord set it up.
Go ahead.
And thy desire shall be to thy husband.
Desire to who?
Thy husband.
To who?
Thy husband.
To who?
Thy husband.
To your girlfriend.
Thy husband.
To the guy, the homosexual guy.
Thy husband.
Oh, I don't need a man.
thy husband.
Yes, the hell you do. That's exactly how it is.
That's right.
Y'all got any questions?
No.
All right. But that's exactly how it goes, man. And again, America tells you, but the Lord says otherwise. This Bible belongs to Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian.
That's right.
Anybody you see on this sign right here by this brother, that's who you is. And when we speak out this Bible, this is who the Lord is talking to these people on this line right here. And you can say whatever you want to say, but if you ain't got the proof right here, then it is irrelevant. If you got the proof, we'll pack up and go right now, man. As simple as that. Go ahead.
And he shall rule over thee.
He shall what?
Rule over thee.
He shall rule over you. He shall rule over you, man. Yes, just like that. A lot of women have an issue with saying, oh, you gonna train a woman? You go to work and train up on that job, don't you? It's the same thing. You learning the duty at work. You training at work. The same way your husband is training you, it's just a duty upon his household. I'm not talking about with a dog collar or put his hands around your neck. It's training. He might say, I want a little more salt in the food. That's a form of training. He might tell you to be at work 15 minutes to come get him. That's just training him up, man.
Right.
It is not what you think it is. The oppressor lie. The oppressor make it seem like you a slave, do what I say, and there ain't nothing else you can say about it. But since I'm gonna let you know, any man that tells you that, he is a wise man, and run quickly before you open your leg. Because our wives from time to time will tell us when we at fault and it's not a good idea. And 9 times out of 10, she was right. A foolish man would think that he's always right. A foolish man thinks he's always right. Sometimes you gotta listen to your wife. She is your backbone. She your help me, your support too. You gotta understand that, man. Because a lot of us guys, we just be ready to go. And these women, sometimes they hesitate and they give themselves time to think and they realize, like, let me tell my outer one, or my Lord, or my husband. Come on.
Go to 1 Corinthians 11.
See, man, sis, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian says there ain't nothing wrong with it, man. There ain't nothing wrong with it. As long as that man ain't telling you to go out here and sell your body for drugs in any form or whatever, and he ain't putting his hands on you, sis, you stuck with that man. You need to work it out. Simple as that. I mean, there ain't nothing else I even can say about it. Go ahead.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man.
The head of who?
The woman is the man.
Of who?
The woman is the man.
So you got to understand, there ain't no equality, feminism, women empowerment according to America. Man, what is woman empowerment? There's no equality. The Lord even said is a reason why he put the man over the woman for a reason. And it's nothing bad. Everybody else will make it seem as if a man is above because they got their own personal agenda. Like Margaret Sanger. She want to push this whole damn abortion filthy crap. Come on. I mean, who else was the other one? Fight for women's rights. I forgot what her name.
Right.
But yeah, so they all make it seem as if it's an issue to have a man over you. Meanwhile, if somebody breaking your house, guess what? You looking for a man. You ain't looking for that stud. You ain't looking for that woman that thinks she a man.
Right.
That same woman looking for a dead man to save her.
Right.
That same woman sit down the same way you sit down. She cry and bleed. It's the same way you do for them 7 days, man. Come on. Because I tell you straight up, I don't care if it's a stud or not, Gobble War. I'm going to still rap to her and she going to giggle.
Damn right.
She going to do all her little ooh, the same way.
Damn
it don't
right.
matter. Stud, man, you a woman.
That's right.
Come on. You got to understand, man.
It's the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God.
See, it's a ranking order. You got the Lord, you got Christ, you got the man, you got the woman, and the kids, and so on and so forth. That's just how the Lord set it up. How you got an issue. You know what I'm saying? You say you love God and you love Christ and this and that. Well, goddamn it, you better love your husband too.
That's right.
Pull that precept, Lord. Love your husband as the Lord. See, you got to understand, man, that man is in authority over you. The same way the Caucasian man is an authority over you, your husband is in authority over you. I mean, that's just how it is. It's law. It's law according to the law. And again, if you want to do whatever you want to do, then just do it.
Right.
Do it. And watch the outcome. There ain't no greater outcome than destruction. Because, I mean, Eve fell first. Look at what Eve did, and now look at what y'all go through. Come on. Sin came in the world because of that. Got it?
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 22. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husband.
Wives, submit yourself unto your own husband. Wives, submit. That means lock on, listen, be stuck with. Go ahead.
As unto the Lord.
As unto the Lord. So the same way you in that damn Christian church and that pastor telling you, women now are loose, you can do whatever, remember this precept. Submit yourself unto your husband as the Lord. Ask your pastor about that precept. Because your pastor's a liar, man. Your pastor's going to tell you whatever. Meanwhile, the scripture's saying, yo, submit to your husband as the Lord. That man's authority over you. Your pastor's not. Your pastor's a liar, man. That's all he is. A money hungry, grubbing pastor, man. That's all he is.
For the husband is the head of the wife.
The husband is the head of the wife. So when your husband don't want to go to church because he know the pastor lying, and then the pastor saying leave that man because he can't get a job, meanwhile he just got out of prison. When your pastor say that, remember that, man. Remember everything. Start from that precept.
Verse 23. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church.
Y'all say Christ is the greatest man that ever walked? How he in and out the church? What is Caesar Borgia or the Christian, whatever his name is, he in every church out here. You submit to your husband like Christ did the church. The same way you got that lying, pale face, you know what I'm saying, Caucasian in every church. Make sure you submit to your husband exactly how they got their face stamped all over these churches, man. That same lie that's in the church, submit to your husband.
Right.
And he is the Savior of the body.
And Christ is the Savior of the body. I mean, that just, you got a question, man?
How are you not African?
See, the thing is, full Deuteronomy 28:68. See, the thing is, everybody, they fail because colorism, man. And when we say colorism, they feel as if, for example, you got East Indians, is my skin complexion. But you would think, does that make me East Indian or him black?
Well, no, I'd be red if he was in India, I guess. Yeah.
But that's the thing. That's what I'm getting at. Colorism is an issue that plagues the whole community. They think just because I'm black and he's black, and somebody else black, that makes an African and an actual Negro the same people, but that's not the case. Just like, for example, you got some Japanese, their skin complexion might be closer to a lot of European people, but does that make them the same people?
Why are you so mad about it?
See, the thing is,
I can hear the anger in your mouth when you say what you're saying. I can hear the anger in it, you know, and the anguish.
Let me tell you, man, we preach the prophets of the Lord. Give me Ecclesiastes 7:7.
You know,
this why we
all of us
here.
was not alive when all the travesty,
what you got, brother.
all this shit happened.
Hey, but guess what? You're reaping the benefits from what happened. And just like you're reaping the good stuff of what happened, we reaping the bad stuff of what happened. Your forefathers enslaved my forefathers.
So blessed.
Read what you got.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad.
He said, why we angry, why we mad? What the Bible say? Y'all agree that again?
Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad.
We oppressed. That's why we mad. We oppressed by your people. We the last hired and the first fired. We can't even raise our children right. Look, we done getting killed on your TV by the police, stoned down. Your game was game banging. Your president put drugs in our neighborhoods to destroy the family, and we oppressed. That's why we mad. Can you understand that?
Yeah, I do understand.
All right, come on, take the topic, brother.
That shit's wrong. That shit's wrong.
Get that wonderful priest and prophet a hand, man. But back to what I was saying, y'all black, brown, black, Hispanic, and Native Indian.
I argue you on that, that shit was wrong.
Right.
That was.
How wrong do you think it was?
I know it was.
No, I'm saying, but how wrong do you think it was? Because it's different levels of wrong. But how wrong, and how do you feel about their wrongdoings?
Well, fuck, it's just murder, That's what that was,
You're right. And how can you prove that you feel as if it's wrong? Do you got any sorrow in your heart at any time?
Yes,
whatsoever?
sir. Yes, sir.
Would you
Yes.
be willing to prove that according to the Bible? Do you believe in the Bible? That's the first thing.
Yes, sir.
Now, according to the Bible, are you willing to prove it according to what the Bible's saying?
No, I don't read the Bible. So, I mean, but I believe in Jesus Christ died for me and my sins and shit. You know, I believe that. But I don't live it, you know. I don't live it.
So you don't believe in the Bible?
I do believe in the Bible, yes.
Okay, so if I show you something right now, would you show how sorry and how wrong it was of the
I'm not
crimes
gonna
they
bust down in
committed?
tears or nothing, no.
No, I'm not saying tears. I don't want you to cry. I don't want you to cry, man. But
Fully. We gonna see how wrong it was and how you really feel towards it. Because
It ain't about me, really. It's about society.
Isaiah chapter 49, verse 23. And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers.
so you know, with the kings and queens by nursing mothers and fathers, you know, my foremothers had to feed your, you know what I'm saying, your children. And I'm not saying you specifically, but I'm speaking collectively. I'm speaking throughout history. Our foremothers had to feed your foremothers' children, all the children, by suckling from the breast. You know that, correct, right?
I couldn't hear you. I got bad hearing over somebody else talking around me.
And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers.
So again, by my foremothers had to breastfeed your children, and they grew up and they've been slave masters over us. Am I right or wrong?
Man, I don't know. I'm lost.
All right, back to the topic.
I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
lost.
Have a good day, Mr. Man.
Pull that Ecclesiastes 7:26. Man, what I was saying, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian women. Man, I'm just out here to let y'all know the truth behind everything, because again, we live in poverty.
You got questions, sis?
She said since we were in Africa, so we hit it with Deuteronomy 28.
This is the book of Deuteronomy,
Hey, listen up, sis.
chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So are you familiar with the transatlantic slave trade? Like how the school told us that we came from Egypt and went on slave ships and came to America? Okay, so in the scripture, Egypt just means bondage, and bondage is slavery. Now that being said, it said we will go back into Egypt again on slave ships. So by us going back into bondage from Egypt, where was the transatlantic slave trade? Where was the next point? America, right? Continue.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
And so now, when we were matter of fact, when we were in Egypt and we was on the slave boats, who was our enemy when we was getting thrown off the slave boat and we were getting beat, we were getting hung? Okay, correct. Get this man a hand.
Damn right. Yeah. He know the truth. Yeah. Damn right.
For bond men and bond women.
And bond men and bond women is nothing but a slave, a servant. Like you'll see how they got on auction block, they say 35, 25, 45, whatever.
Go ahead.
And no man shall buy you.
See, we are the ones who came from Egypt. And do mind, the Christian church never let us know that Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, all those Jews, all those great people that went into slavery and lived through hell in the Bible. They always say it's everybody, but not one time have I ever heard.
Okay, so check this out. Now the brother just broke that scripture down, right? You know what I'm saying? How the so-called blacks came to America. And what did you say? Who was our enemies?
White people.
White people, right. So check this out. Let me show that you're different. What do y'all feel about this right here?
That's just terrible.
You know, and it happened for so long, man. We got raped, robbed, and murdered, man. Like our families got separated. They'll pull the whole family, the father, the mother, and the kids, sent them to different plantations, man. It just, like in Jasper, Texas, they drug a brother on the back of a pickup truck. So all his limbs and flesh just got burnt off his body. Now, how do you feel about that, man? How do y'all feel about this?
That's messed up. I was there back in the day, I would have hurt all of you.
So you telling me you're different from your forefathers?
Yeah. I would protect you.
I want to believe you, but see, I'm a believer in Christ and the Bible. So to show that you're different from your forefathers, there's an act that God said that you can show some humility. Would you be willing to do it?
Yeah.
This is going to show that you're different from your forefathers. I want to believe, you know what I'm saying? Because we've been through so much hell in America. We're still going through hell. Every time you turn on your news, you see us getting shot down by the police, beaten by the police. They gave us gang back, we killing each other. But let's see what the Lord say. Read.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 49, verse 23.
So like, yo, give me 1 John 3 and 18 first. Because love is an action word, you know what I'm saying? How do you feel about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans?
I mean, everyone deserves their own rights.
Okay, read. 1 John 3 and 18.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 3 and verse 18. My little children, let us not love in word.
So anybody can come up and say, hey, I love you. But love is an action word. To show love, you got to show some action. You know what I'm saying? Read on.
Neither in tongue.
So anybody can come and tell you, hey, I love you. I feel sorry for what happened to you. Read.
But in deed and in truth.
So in deed and in truth. And that deed, we're about to show you in Isaiah chapter 43 what the Most High said your people can do to show my people some compassion. Read.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 49, verse 23. And kings shall be thy nursing fathers.
So back in the time, our kings was y'all nursing fathers. We couldn't even laugh on the street. If we got caught laughing on the street, they make us stick our head in the bucket and laugh in the bucket. They ripped out the babies out the pregnant women and gave them to the alligators and used them for alligator bait. Read.
And their queens, thy nursing mothers.
Like our queens was y'all nursing mothers. Like before, like the sister, she had a baby. She had to nurse the oppressor's baby before she could take care of her own baby. She had to give her milk to the slave master's baby instead of her baby. Read.
They shall bow down to thee.
Okay, so the Most High said, to show that you guys are different, are you willing to do what he said do by taking the knee? Bow down? Give him a hand. What's your name?
Zachary.
Zachary? What's your name?
Charles.
Get Zachary and Charles a hand. Oh, Charles ain't been down.
Yeah, I didn't hear what you said out
Read it
first.
again.
They shall bow down to thee with their face towards the earth.
That's one deed the Most High said you could do to show my people that some humility. I give them a hand because they did that. You know what I'm saying? Most of your people won't do that. But you understand the situation. So listen, read on. There's one more thing you can do. Read on.
And lick up the dust of thy feet.
Now that means kiss the boots of the former slaves. Just a small gesture like that to show that you're different from your forefathers. Y'all willing to do that?
Yeah.
Kiss the boots, man.
Kum Yashwala!
Kum Yashwala!
Kum Yashwala!
That's not it though. Y'all got to do the other brothers. You know what I'm saying? The children of former slaves as well.
Damn
you know what I'm
right.
saying?
Damn right. Damn right. Damn right.
And the king, because this kingdom is fallen.
Damn right.
And when the Lord's kingdom come, y'all might get some mercy, some salvation.
Damn right.
Because the Most High is angry for what happened to his children.
Damn right.
Your so-called blacks are the children of the Lord.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? So in his kingdom, you might receive some salvation.
Damn right.
And they just showed us that they're different from their forefathers.
Damn right.
So with that, look, I can dap you up off of that.
Get them brothers a hand. Get them brothers a hand. Get them brothers a hand.
And prove that you are different from your forefathers.
Damn right. Damn right.
Kum Yashwala!
Kum Yashwala! Kum Yashwala!
And most high in Christ.
Damn right. Damn right.
Just that one little gesture right there. That shows that you're different. That really showed us that you wouldn't have did that. You know what I'm saying? That shows us that was wrong. And you just said that was wrong because love is an action word. You
Damn
know what I'm
right.
saying? We see you hanging with the sister, you know. So hey, that's what it is. I mean, we ain't gonna keep y'all no longer. You know what I'm saying? Y'all.
Well, I do appreciate it, sir.
Yeah. Y'all check that out.
Yep.
See, man, that's good, man. Got to get them while they're young. Ain't that right?
Damn right.
Get them while they're young.
Right.
But now, like I was saying, man, society got sisters really feeling as if living lawless, according to the Bible, or living free, according to America, is okay to go. You know, and that's just free. It doesn't matter if she's completely in the wrong. She got some type of leverage and some backup and help to where she feel as if I'm not wrong.
Right.
But again, sis, you got to understand, it's a time and place for everything. Sometimes you got to take your losses and take your wrong, and you just got to make them right. Or be wise and learn from that same mistake that you made and continue on. We all messing up nowadays, man. You know what I'm saying? According to America, we're not perfect.
Right.
But what the Bible says, be ye perfect. Be separate. You can be perfect. And again, you live like you want. You smoke cigarettes before you go to work. You go dance in the club on Saturday, come in with the stink funky draws on Sunday, and you think you living free. That's not the case, man. And we about to bring it out right now.
Proverbs chapter 30, verse 20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and saith, I have done no wickedness.
So an adulterous woman, when the scriptures say she eateth, meaning she engaged into it, and she wiped her mouth as if she hasn't even ate, meaning she hasn't even done any sin. She hasn't done anything wrong in her eyes. Because nowadays on Clubhouse, the blame game. Well, if the man wasn't doing it, well, take the man out the equation since you don't need a man. How many men that ran through you? You can't say all men ain't worth a damn, and you the one falling in contact with all that ain't worth a damn men.
Go ahead, start from the top.
Proverbs chapter 30, verse 20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth.
So it's just like a plate of food again. Somebody eating spaghetti, they make a mess on their face, they're done. They wipe their mouth and you would have never even thought they ate that plate of spaghetti. That's the action. Go ahead.
And saying, I have done no wickedness.
Meaning I have not ate, but you clearly ate. You just wiped off the spaghetti off your mouth. So you have sinned. You have been adulterous. You have been combative in a sinful, lustful demon. But guess what you do? You hide behind the curtains of America and say, I ain't sinning. I'm living free. The law done away with. I ain't got to worry about nothing. But that's what America tells you. The Lord says something completely different.
Go ahead and get that job 3917. That's it.
You gotta know when to take your wrong, sis. Because even with a woman who conduct herself in that manner, man, you put the whole house in jeopardy. Because you can't just say, baby, I was wrong, or I made a mistake this time. You put the whole house and your own self in jeopardy. When World War III come around, there ain't gonna be no time for mistakes. You're gonna have to catch orders, listen, and do it. Simple as that, man. Just like the military. You do it and that's it. You got it?
Job chapter 39 and verse 17. Because God hath deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding.
See, the Lord, he deprived you from wisdom, and that's not a bad thing. Again, the Lord put certain people in position, just like a business. We work for the Lord. You got the CEOs, you got the supervisors, the managers, the regular workers, and that's it. The Lord gave the man wisdom for a particular reason. He has to be wise for his whole house. How can you have a husband that's over the household and he doesn't even, have any form of wisdom? That house is going to fall, man. It takes wisdom to live out here in America, especially what's going on with the black and brown man right now. That man has to have wisdom, and the Lord did not give you that, because if he gave it to you, just like the article said, you wouldn't be living in poverty the way you do, sis. You got to understand, there's a place, a time and a place for everything. It's rank and order, it's structure when it comes to the Lord. And the reason why we failing is because we refuse to be in the structure of the Lord.
That's it.
Verse 18. What time she lifteth up herself on high, she scorneth the horse.
But that's my town, Shalom. We're the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, starting out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander GEN.YAHANNA. We teach that Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians is the Israelites according to the Bible. Salaki. We aren't affiliated with any other Israelite group, Muslim, mosque, or Christian organization, man. We got the truth. Shalom.